Hey there, Adam Thomas here, Sugarshacknation. It's a beautiful Friday night. We've been boiling a little bit this week, so I thought I'd give you an update. So far I've got 91 gallons, cooked down to about 5 gallons. So I should have about 2 gallons of syrup in my pan over in my divided pan over on that side. I've also collected a little bit more, so I'm up to about 115 gallons. We're boiling down tonight. I'm going to try to boil down about 25 tonight. Might be a little bit late night. But with that said, it's Friday night, and what better way to have a little happy hour down here at the Sugar Shack. So we are going to make a cocktail down here, and it is going to be, imagine this, it's going to be a maple cocktail. So let's get started with our maple cocktail. We're going to start with our little pitcher. We're going to come over here for some fresh maple syrup. I know I've got 2 gallons in here. We're going to just draw off a little bit right out of my valve. Nice and steamy hot. Alright, so now, it smells really good. Don't want hot maple syrup in our cocktail, so I'm going to put it right here in an ice bath. We're going to let that cool down for a little bit. That should cool down. Set right there. That'd be perfect. So, we're going to let that cool down for a sec. And while that's cooling, to make our maple cocktail, let me give you a couple points on. People have been asking me, Adam, why do you use propane instead of the traditional wood-fired arch? So I have a couple, basically 3 reasons why I choose to use propane to boil down my maple syrup. One, it comes down to the amount of sap that I have. Last year we only collected about 160 gallons of sap, so we only made 4 gallons. So I just didn't think I had enough sap to have a fired arch to boil that down. So that's one reason why I do. The second reason is getting wood. You know, I don't have a source of wood, so I can't go out to the fields in the woods and get free wood. So I'm going to either be buying slab wood from the sawmill during the summertime, cutting it up, getting it ready, or buy propane. So I kind of was like a little bit on the fence of it, probably be about the same price. So I'm kind of going to still go with propane on that. And then that brings me to my third point of why I do it, is pure convenience. I get off work doing carpentry work. I come down, I get off at 3:30. I can come down, turn the gas on, light it up, and I can be boiling by 4 o'clock. I could do a nice boil for 6 hours, 7 hours after work, and go around and collect my sap and just start boiling around. So that kind of brings me into, I don't have to sit all weekend and try to boil it down. If I just waited for the weekend, because this year we have 50 taps, I think I'd be a little bit overrun with this setup. So summer comes this year, might be thinking about maybe upgrading next year if I have the amount of sap that I have from this year. Might be starting to think about a nice wood arch to go underneath this pan. So, with that said, more important things to talk about, maple cocktail. We had this cocktail about a week and a half ago. We went out to dinner, had a beautiful dinner out at 18 Central in Rockport. And they had this on their menu, and I had it, and I came home to try to recreate it. We're going to have an orange, and we're going to muddle a little bit of orange in the bottom of this glass. So we're going to just take a slice of orange. It's kind of big, it won't fit in that glass, so we're going to cut it in half. We're going to throw it at the bottom, this side too. We're going to just muddle that down a little bit. Get those oils out of the brine, nice and fragrant. All right, I'm going to do the next one. All right, so then what we're going to do, fill them up with ice. I wash my hands. Fill this one up. What we use is a little whiskey, whatever your preference is. We prefer up here at Sugarshacknation just a good old Jack Daniels. We're going to do shot in each. Maybe a little touch more because it's Friday night. Because we can. We'll put that there. Now, maple syrup's still steamy a little bit, but we're going to use it anyways. You don't have to use it right out of the pan. You can just have your regular. We're going to just put probably a shot of this in there too. This is going to sweeten it. It's almost like a simple syrup in a sense, but it has that beautiful, obviously beautiful flavor of maple syrup. Take a shot of that in each one. Put that back in there for the next batch. And then, Annie was so kind to do fresh squeezed orange juice. Pure key right here. You can get store-bought, it's fine, maybe in the middle of the week, but on Friday night, Maple Nation right down here, we are going to use fresh squeezed orange juice. Top that off. Right? That. Take a slice, cut it in half. Got a nice little squeeze on top. We'll garnish. Right there. And that right there is our Friday night cocktail, the Sugarshacknation. And of course we have a nice little cheese plate to go with it. We're going to sit down here with our dog, Sap Dog, enjoy the boil. So, yep, nice and tasty. Have a good night, have a great weekend. We'll be back here Saturday morning first thing. I've got about 40 gallons to boil down. And then we're going to start bottling tomorrow. So we'll definitely got some videos coming of that process. What we're going to do, we're going to draw off about 2 gallons, finish it off on a different burner, start bottling up. So come back, Sugarshacknation. In the meantime, cheers.